Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to do the IO test using DAQ Master software so that in future you can able to perform the IO test yourself. The procedure of IO test using DAQ Master software is actually very simple. The tools required is micro USB to USB cable and computer. We install DAQ Master software and multimeter with 4 to 20 milliamp injector. DAQ Master software can be downloaded in the Autonics website for free. First of all, I have all the hardware set up, and today remote IO card is analog input 4 channel 4 to 20 milliamp, digital input 8 channel NPN type, analog output 4 channel 4 to 20 milliamp. Don't worry about the remote IO card arrangements. This card arrangement can be fixed using DAQ Master software. Okay, now let's power on the ARIA CMT. Okay, this power supply is 24 VDC. Okay, after you power on, you need to connect your micro USB cable, this one micro, to the ARIA CMT micro USB port. Okay, the micro USB port is actually located at here, is called config. So to open this cover, you need a flathead screwdriver. Okay, flathead screwdriver. Okay, once you open, you take the micro USB cable and then you connect it. Okay, now it's done. Now the next step is take your USB cable, connect to your computer, and then use the DAQ Master to check the IO arrangement and then do the IO test. Okay. I had the USB cable connected to my laptop. So now let's go for the configuration. Okay. So now we need to do is click connect right here. Then after that you click scan. Okay, these are the ARIA CMT and the IO card. Okay, analog input, digital input, analog output, and digital output. Okay, so how to check the arrangement? It's actually you need to change the COM mode to virtual mode. Okay, after that you click auto alignment right here. Okay. Okay, so after some auto alignment, as you can see, the first card slot it should be AI, then after AO, then DI, then DO. Okay, so now what we need to do is rearrange the card at the hardware. Okay, so to rearrange the card, you actually need to do is pull out the card. Okay. Okay, analog input don't need to pull out because the first card slot is analog input. The next it should be analog output. Okay, then after that followed by digital input. Then after that followed by digital output. Okay, so that's all. Okay, if you got this error, it's actually normal. You need to clear this error is by power off on the ARIA CMT. So now let's power off. Okay, now we on back. Okay, so now everything is green. The system is green blinking, so it's normal. Now let's go to the software and do the IO test. Okay, so now let's do the IO test. First of all, you need to disconnect this first, then connect, then you scan. And after that you click run. Okay, so if you cannot see this, you can pull out the ARIA config. Okay, and after that okay, so let's test the digital output first. This is 8 channel digital output. Okay, go IO monitor. This is a digital output. Okay, so let's compare with the physical. Okay, so this is a digital output right here. Okay. Okay, let's say if I trigger channel 1. Okay, as you can see, the LED is on. LED at channel 1 is on. Okay, so let's trigger all. Okay, this is channel 2. Should be on. Okay, now let's trigger all. Okay, so you will notice that all the channel will be on. Okay, as you can see, all the channel is now on. So let's off. Okay, now let's on again. Okay, it's on. Okay, so this testing is for digital output. This is just to show that your digital output card 8 channel is working. All right, so now let's off it. Okay, the next IO testing is analog output 4 channel that can produce 4 to 20 milliamp. Okay, it's this one. All right, so let's close this. Let's expand this. Okay, the current reading is all 0, which means I did not set anything here. So the multimeter reading should be 4 milliamp. Okay, so let's test. Okay, let's test for channel 1 right here. So as you can see, it's 4 milliamp. Okay. Okay, this one, channel 2, is also 4 milliamp. Okay, let's test for 3 and 4. Sorry, wrong part. Okay, so channel 3 is 4 milliamp. Okay, channel 4 is also 4 milliamp. All right. Okay, so let's set some milliamp in each channel. Okay, let's say if you are not familiar with this hexadecimal, you can always change to decimal. Okay, and you double click this. Okay, change to decimal if you are not familiar with hexadecimal. Okay, so first channel, let's say if you want to set 8 milliamp, so it's actually equivalent to 8,000. Okay, so let's measure and see. Okay, it's 8 milliamp. All right. Okay, so the next radio, I'm going to set milliamp for each channel. And after that, we're going to measure by using a multimeter. Okay, so now let's set this. Let's say I want to go 14 milliamp is actually equivalent to 40,000. Okay, this one, let's say is 18 milliamp. This one, maybe we can go 10 milliamp. Okay, let's go 20,000 milliamp. Okay. All right, as you can see, there's a value changes in here. All right. Okay, now next is we're going to measure the milliamp of each channel. Okay, now I'm going to measure the milliamp of each channel. Okay, so channel 1 is 8 milliamp. Just now we measured already. So let's measure again to see is it 8 milliamp. Okay, it is 8 milliamp. Okay, so channel 2 is 14 milliamp. Okay. Okay, as you can see, it's 14 milliamp. Okay, channel 3 is 18 milliamp. Okay, it's 18 milliamp. And then finally, the channel 4 is 20 milliamp. Okay, that's all for the IO test for analog output. Okay, the next testing is analog input 4 channel 4 to 20 milliamp. So let's close this analog output and expand the analog input. Okay, so currently all this channel has no reading. Okay, because I haven't injected the 4 to 20 milliamp. Okay, this multimeter can able to inject 4 to 20 milliamp and is already set to source. So currently I'm going to inject 4 milliamp and let's see what is the reading in the DAQ master. Okay, as you can see, the reading is 4,000. Alright, even the multimeter also is showing that I have injected 4 milliamp. Okay, let's increase to 12 milliamp. Okay, let's inject to channel 2. Okay, the channel 2 reading in the DAQ master is 12,014. Okay, let's inject the rest of the channel. Okay, 12,016 and channel 4. Okay, it's 12,013. Okay, so let's hold the wire and let's increase to 20 milliamp. Okay, so let's increase to 20 milliamp. Okay, if you see in the DAQ master, the 4th channel. Okay, so it's increased. Okay, the final is 20 milliamp and the result in the DAQ master is 20,024. Okay, that is how you test the analog input. Okay, that's all. Okay, the next IO test is digital input 8 channel NPN type. Okay, so when this is written N means this is an NPN type and you're going to need a 0 volt to trigger the channel. Okay, so let's trigger channel 1. Okay, as you can see, when I trigger channel 1, you see the LED status in the channel 1 is green, is on top here, okay? And the DAQ master 0.1 written is 1, okay? It's right here. Okay, let's trigger the rest of the channel. Channel 2. Okay, if you see this one LED status is green, okay? And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and finally 8. Okay, so that's all. This is how you test the IO for each of the card slot using a software DAQ Master. Thank you.